Hello everybody, how are you doing today? My name is ZachTG, and today we'll be hopefully finishing off the Zero Escape games. Now, last time we had managed to reveal that, in the last time we went through the number 3 door because, well, we just felt like a great big jerk. Gone through 2 automatically after that, went to the submarine ending where everybody pretty much died except, well, not really. And then we managed to get pretty much the gun ending where it's been revealed that Ace is the traitor aboard the ship. And we managed to free Snake, although we kind of sacrificed Snake and Ace. Kind of sacrificed Snake and Ace to the roaring flames of the incinerator. However, we managed to unfortunately we didn't get to save June, and as it turned out, it's been revealed that we didn't lose. Zero lost, and that we just simply chose down the wrong path. So hopefully this time we'll be able to get down the true path, hopefully get to the true end.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
Yeah, I think right now we're just starting from the central staircase because according to the flowchart, that's where the next path meets up, and I want to get this done right down there so I can hopefully get to the white path. And now that I can view the cutscenes at a point in time, once I'm done with this path, hopefully I don't have to do any more of the puzzles. So really just doing this part is just a big waste of time. I did not know that before, but I certainly do know now. So let's just skip to the door choices. And that digital route will be 4. And yeah, door 4 would be fine for me.
I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to stay by her side. This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
Hopefully, yeah, they don't have the same fate as the Knife Man. They're probably not.
Goodbye.
Be careful. So horrible.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go!
Hey! How is it over there? Did you find anything? Please say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
Hey, there it is! That's gotta be that dead thing! Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
Whew. Looks like it stopped.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
Yes, we're fine. Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Alright, now can we go through door 4?
Now it's our turn. I'll go first. Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Run!
Oh, damn, it's counting down.
We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are?
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count. We just need to open them all. It won't open. Shit, this one's no good.
Same here. It's not moving!
Oh. There
Maybe
it
at the
is,
end of the hall?
At the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know? Our time limit is 81 seconds!
I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left! Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here! Come on, everyone!
Jeez. Yeah, that's one of the worst dead locations in there.
Looks like it stopped. There's another door at the end of the hallway. Let's try this one first. And of course it won't open. A keyhole.
Okay, it looks like a man symbol, which has gotta be Mars.
What's this mark? Mail?
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they are the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
Yeah, so, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
Maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
1, 2, 3!
And both doors open.
It opened.
Yeah, it did. I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. Can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet. Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Now it's time to seek a way out. Room 92. Alright, so let's check out this. That vase looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Are you gonna steal it? And we have this. This is kind of a weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? It looks kind of like a demon with an elephant-like nose, sucking on a human being's brain. Where the hell did that come from? What's a brain made of? Can't say I don't mind finding out a little more about what goes on in there. Oh, Junpei. And, well, there are the matches. I'm just wondering if we could take those into room 6. Down door 6 or something. Just, never mind. I don't think we're allowed to take, items outside of their, pretty much their own respective door rooms.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Ah!
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
I am kind of worried about you, June. I really am, honestly.
I guess I am.
By the way, Jumpy? How did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
Yeah?
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy? Are you hiding something from me?
No. Why would I be hiding for something from you, June? Come on.
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Oh, and Snake and Clover, brother and sister, are totally A-okay?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated? Do you want to know? Don't worry. Only 18. Times 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
Yeah, I see.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything. Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D-Deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder. Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal.
Alright, do you remember a sadistic teacher slash principals in elementary school?
Or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
Or sadistic janitors or lunch ladies.
Oh, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
No use worrying about right now. That's a display case, but there's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty too. Alright, so let's check out the next room. Oh, there's something in here. I was trying to examine this something on top of the cupboard, thank you. A wooden cupboard. There are cups inside. Surprising no one. It's a bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. They probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know. My throat's dry, but I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now. Well, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, did you want to take a shower together? Whoa! Just kidding. Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. My throat was dry already. This sure isn't helping. This isn't a painting. Is it a map? It looks like a map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. And yeah, that's the map for,
This ship is bigger than I thought.
another cutscene.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said?
All the Titanic was the famous ship sinking.
Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
That's a good point.
It could be the Gigantic.
I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason. Do you think this boat is...
Oh, it's definitely not the actual Titanic, that's for dang sure.
a replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
No idea. But all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic.
Honestly, that would probably be a terrible business strategy because history might repeat itself.
Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they know what to do with.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past? It's the site of the worst accident in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going.
A curse, huh?
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
Do I believe in curses and stuff? Well, there's no reason why they're not, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I guess so. To a certain extent. What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
What?
Not the iceberg?
Sank the Titanic. The curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Wait, what?
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid. And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
Isn't that like in every Mummy's movie clip? Is that in every Mummy movie? It's practically a cliche.
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right! That mummy, the priestess, supposedly, she was special.
What do you mean?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes.
But she was a mummy.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
After several thousand years, most likely?
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And...
Yes, saponification. But that's not what it was.
What?
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
Excuse me?
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water?
Yeah.
Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic. Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Well, ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist? No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
Who knows? Who knows? Well, I gotta check the bed, hopefully. It's a light blue blanket with some designs on it. Someone's made the bed, or at least never unmade it. There's only bed sheets in the blanket. Nothing exciting. Oh, look, there's two pillows right next to each other. Guess it's a double... Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Oh man, is her fever back? Hey, are you alright? Do you need to lay down for a minute? I'm fine. I think it's still a little early for that. Huh? Hey, seriously, are you really okay? It doesn't look like to be anything on the bed, even though there's a close-up. Let's try examining this. It's a dresser. There's nothing on top. It's a light. Thanks to it, we can see. I can go this way to this door, where there's a shower. That's the bathroom wall. There are square tiles all over it. Unfortunately, doesn't look... Oh, yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay, let's go back. Alright, so let's see what, Lois and Santa are doing. Jumpy, where are you going? I was thinking of going over to Lois's room. Why? What do you mean, why? I'm just gonna go check up on them. Is there something wrong with that? Well, no. Come back soon. Sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure. Leave it to me. Alright, off to the other room. Okay, yeah, something's definitely different here because that picture is unfinished. We got this candle. A candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy. Alright, so let's combine the candle with the matches. I know. If I use these matches to light the candle. And we have a lit candle. Well, this is a display case. Check it out. These plates and shit look really expensive. You want to take a look? Unfortunately, it's locked. Come on, you stupid thing, open! It's locked? Yeah, looks that way. Then we need to find the key that opens it. Awesome, with the light from the candle, maybe we can take a look around over there. But it gets so hot when I hold it. I want to put it down. Well, why don't you stay on top of the dresser? It's flat there, at least it won't fall over. Oh yeah, good idea. Hey, it got pretty bright. Now I can look around a little. But not lit enough. A bottle full of water, I don't think we're gonna need this for anything. It's a light, what do you expect? Can't really tell if it's burned down or not, though. That doesn't matter anymore. The light from the candle should let us search the room. There's a picture of an old cruise ship. Is it the Titanic? And wow, there's something here. We have a curtain. Huh? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. We should go see. Oh yeah, the candle definitely died. There's a candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? The top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right. It's all bumpy. And we have a candlestick key, okay. Maybe we could use it to open the dresser. A dresser drawer, it's locked. Maybe the key on this candlestick. Nope, no dice. The size is all wrong. I'm never getting it in there. I don't think the candlestick key goes to this. You're probably supposed to use it somewhere else. Maybe, this? That's what you're saying? Let's see if this candlestick key will do anything. Yes! It opened. Alright, pull that shit open. Alright. And there we go, we got a plate.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute? Here, take this.
A bookmark? What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but what does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf words. Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, alright? Here.
What do you want to do? Well, if you want any chance of getting the true ending and not the axe ending, we'll take the save Santa the burden and take the bookmark.
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny. Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century. And I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-assed number. Not the best or the worst. That's why.
So 3 is any better?
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
You play?
Play?
What, like gambling?
You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean?
Stock market?
In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
What? Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat. And of course it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9, or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinti, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see. So then nona means 9.
So, how many of us are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship.
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
And there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the nonary game.
Boy, that conversation took a lot longer than expected. Looks like a valuable vase. Empty, though. There seems to be room on the left side of the vase. Well, might as well check this out. There's a curtain rod on the ceiling. Yeah, there is. Curtain rod on... Let's put that shower curtain on those hooks. Let's try spraying the curtains. Wow, that's a pretty obvious peephole. Somebody's really dedicated. Well, with a hole this big, you gotta wonder if maybe they want to be caught. So you say maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit. Maybe they were into, like, those home invasion fantasies. Home invasion? Interesting, I see. You two are real idiots, you know that. I think maybe I should close the door over here. Let's try spraying the curtains. Huh. There's this spot with the green lines. There's a hole in the curtain. If I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Right? From here I can see what tile it is. Look like it's 5 from the 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Might as well put it back. Yeah, 5th from the top, 3rd from the right here. Alright, look at this so I can see a white tile, 5th from top, 3rd from right. Let's have a close look, shall we? Nothing strange here. Nope, this thing's not budging. Oh, then that means it's possibly the same in the other room. What's up? You going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. What? You think you're a knight or a protector or something? Oh, you're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I think it's a mirror image, so 5th from the top. Oh, sorry, I think it's the same thing. 5th from the top, 3rd from right. Here it is. Yes, this one's loose. I think I can get under this with my nails, and yes. And we have a nice little plate over here. But we're missing 3. Not 2. Shower curtains, huh? Well, let's try closing it. And nothing, like I expected. Now let's check the toilet. Oh, there's nothing that's there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. Weird. Where the heck could the last tile be? Check the couches? Aw. Jumpy, what are you doing? We don't have the time to be relaxing on a sofa. A chair that goes with the dresser. There's nothing particularly interesting about it. There's nothing interesting on the bed. Okay, I'm gonna get another look at the blanket. No, I think we covered it pretty well. Looks like that one was lame enough to get her blush a little. Jeez, I have no idea what to do next, honestly. It's kind of weird looking picture. It's some sort of weird black and white design. Looks like there's a room on the right side of the picture. Looks like the valuable vase, empty though. Looks there's a room to the right of the vase, blah blah blah, the exit. They'll go check up on them. Maybe the last piece is in there. Somewhere. A chair that goes with the dresser. There's nothing particularly interesting about it. This light is as cold and quiet as death itself. This door is locked. We need a key to open it. I just have no idea where this key is. Hey Junpei, that towel you got, you think maybe you're supposed to put it on one of those empty spaces? I mean, the power does look kind of the same, doesn't it? He's right. I think so too. But if that's the case, you're gonna need to collect all 3 tiles, right? Don't you think we should collect all of them before you start putting them in? I was afraid of this. Hey, check this out. This is a pretty nice sofa. I know. It's a shame I can't take it back with me. Can I peel off this? I'm trying... No weird looking tiles in this room. That's the shower knob. I tried turning it, but no water comes out. Is there anything in the toilet? Guess not. The tank's empty too. What the heck am I supposed to do? Because we searched down here pretty fully. That vase looks pretty expensive. There's some piece of expensive looking ceramic and porcelain in there. It's a round wood table. Junpei. If you miss her so much, you don't have to keep coming back here. No, that's not what this is. I'm just being like a bridge between the two rooms. Just keep telling yourself that. Now get out of here and go help June. Oh, brother. Of freaking course. This one was never locked. Get the dresser key. Unlock this. Let's see if this... Yes. Yes, it worked. And there's the last plate, finally. Took me long enough. There's a tile in the frame, so I guess I'm supposed to put tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, yeah, that clearly looks off. Okay, yeah, this looks right. I'm flipping this. Whoa! It's suddenly glowing. Yes! I did it. There. Picture complete. And there goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Okay. And we have the Mars key, yes.
What's the deal with this picture, anyway?
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
Alright, so it looks like... Looks like Funyorimpa? What the heck is that? Anyway, to me it kind of looks like a dog. Maybe a little Boston Terrier or something.
Maybe a dog. No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws.
Yeah, it's a Boston Terrier, alright.
See?
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects. Roughly, they were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many.
Right.
After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same test and the same 2 pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture.
Alright, so roughly about the same.
The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%.
Dang.
A very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field. Huh.
Psych! I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
Ha 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 ha.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Okay. Roger that. Yes, unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good. Now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. Alright, let's go. And there we go. First half of room 4 is done. Took way longer than I expected. Hopefully the next room won't be taking as long.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here!
Elevators. And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
Okay, was Junpei supposed to say something or did I accidentally skip it? But don't we need a key for that?
No good.
Okay, were the voice actors getting lazy there? Or did the subtitles definitely change? Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Hey,
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Let me see that. I knew it. See? Look.
Yes, yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Just like Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
It's time to sneak away out of the kitchen. Oh boy. So let's see this thing here. A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. Oh, they're plates for appetizers. Remember? Appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay, okay. Well, excuse me, princess. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. If you ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. What? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. Oh, there's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. Ugh, you really are ignorant, are you two? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. How many of them? There's a voucher at the end of the counter. Oh, this voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. And the plates on the table are 9 appetizer, 16 meat, 10 soup, 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. And hexadecimal is... it's a number system. It goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. Base 10 equivalents for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, D equals 13, E equals 14, F equals 15. And 10 equals 16. 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters added on to the normal number system after 9. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, D equals 13, E equals 14, F equals 15, 10 equals 16, and so on. I think I get it. I think we probably need to remember that for later on. Let's see. That's a lot of notes. They got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. Alright, so let's check here. Oh boy, that's quite a rusty knife, what it looks like.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh, any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Again?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Honestly, no I haven't.
No, I haven't. What is it?
In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility. It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats.
Jeez.
Even the location of the accident itself, and the cause, and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly.
Oh my gosh.
It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. But this book was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892.
And both of them were written before the book.
Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
But Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if...
Sorry. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What?
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
Why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Yeah, this is getting too weird.
Huh? But...
Come on, let's get back to it.
And so we got the rusty knife. Quite a bit of cheese. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? Alright guys, time to move it. You and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Oil. Just in case we need to get something moving. Oh, there's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel? Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it would be a pretty sight. Alright, let's check. It's a partition that splits the room. On the right side of the wall, it's one of those swinging doors. You see them a lot in between kitchens and dining areas and restaurants. Without this door, you need to run all the way around the partition to get to the other side. That'd really be a pain in the ass, huh? Well, I guess it's not really important, but still. I was trying to examine this. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot will be really yummy. Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me? Jumpy? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. Alright, so let's go around. There's a safe combination, we all know the code. All we got here is a pot and frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Oh, I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of an idiot are you? You gotta run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? Okay, and we got a whetstone. A whetstone? What are you planning to do with that? Oh shit, don't tell me you gotta try and smash open the card reader. Are you an... sorry. Are you an idiot? If you do that, then we'll never get out of here. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be bad, huh? This whetstone's only gonna be useful if we need to sharpen something. Oh, you mean like the rusty knife? Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. Blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. And we got a sharp knife. Oh, we did go around, so let's see. I got this door. This bolt is rusted in place. It won't budge. Of course. Maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey! Just a little bit of oil and... Come on. Come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa. Ha, yes, got you, little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. Alright, so let's go in.
Oh, it's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But...
What the? Oh, no.
No! Why did it suddenly close? Ah! The knob's frozen!
But why?
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on. It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Really, Lotus? Really?
Oh.
God damn it.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
Alright. So we got frozen chicken. And dry ice.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the queen of random knowledge.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
You know, we're pretty much gonna be frozen to solid in a couple of minutes. Oh, let's just listen to the story.
It is kind of weird.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure.
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Huh?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is, all glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating. Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Oh, I'm kind of impressed.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But, what does that have to do with Ice 9?
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world. At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick. Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Selfish, isn't he? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
Alright. This thing is covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. This thing's frozen solid. As pork? Yeah, seems like it. What's this thing? It looked like a tag or something. And we got a chunk of pork. Okay, so we got sturdy rope, a water bottle. Now there isn't anything else here that looks useful. Hey, Junpei, didn't you find some dry ice earlier? Yeah. There's warm water coming out of that pipe. Warm water and dry ice. What do you think will happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? Oh, so let's combine the sealed container. No. Get the water bottle. Oh, there's water dripping from this pipe. Looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and froze in place. This water actually seems almost warm. It's warm water falling from the pipe. dry ice? Can't you make that stuff cause an explosion if you steal in something that's airtight? Explode? Yeah, did you do that in school? You should never underestimate the power of expanding gas. So ice surrounding the doorknob. Let's start off with putting the dry ice in the water ball. But the dry ice is too big. Well, you gotta figure out a way to make it smaller then, don't you, genius? Alright, I guess we gotta combine this plus frozen chicken, I don't know. Alright, the dry ice is all in pieces now. Alright, so we got crumbled, put in the water ball. I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water ball. And the water ball with dry ice in it. There's warm water flowing in the pipe. Not yet, Junpei. We're not gonna get the result we want unless you can hook that ball to the doorknob somehow. It's gotta explode right next to the ice on the doorknob. We need to figure out a way to attach the ball to the doorknob. Oh, the rope. And let's just tie a rope on here. And we have a water ball bomb.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice, and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock. Alright, this ought to do the trick.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
Alright, guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there. Come on, get inside, quick. Alright, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
What?
You're counting the wrong way.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. Alright, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
Alright, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Ba-boom!
Jumpy! The ice on the door! Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone!
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes! Alright, let's see if it opens.
Hooray! We're out!
Move! Oh, god damn it! Fuck!
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
Welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
Really, the Lotus? You are napping?
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
Could you show even a bit of emotion, Lotus? Care a little bit?
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Fine, but there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so. If she really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least. Not an attempted murderer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Sadly, we're still the only ones to do all the work. Or at least we did get something, a chunk of pork. Guess I'll put this me on the grill. Hey, what are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? We just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool. Looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her care, but I know I'm... Ouch! See? I told you. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So we gonna have to cut the meat? Yeah, looks that way. Well, good thing we got a sharpened knife. Right? Now that I sharpened the knife... Yes, I cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. And we got the pork note. C plus 10 plus F. So if we know hexadecimal, that will mean C would be 12 and F would be 15. So it kind of looked like that the solution would be 37. Actually, no, it's not, because the 10 is also part of the hexadecimal system where 10 equals 16. So, we got 43. So I'm guessing that's the code here. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door? Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right? Lotus nodded. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, let's try 43. And there we go, yes. Sounds like Meadow's falling. Well, I guess that went well. Yeah, the door opened. Good job, Jumpy. And we have the Saturn key card, yes. Now we can get out. I don't want to be in this kitchen any longer than I have to. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. Yeah, way longer than I thought. Yeah, that freezer took quite a bit of time.
I think we've been here before.
Alright, so let's check things out. Alright, well, we're on the right path so far. So let's just try going over to the doors.
Well, we really don't have a choice now.
Alright, and I want 7.
What? Why?
And now I can pretty much view the cutscene, so I'm just gonna skip to the cutscenes.
You think we should go back?
And skipping to the relevant parts.
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomenon spread throughout the world, right?
Yeah, that's it exactly. But how did you know?
I heard another story, kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you?
Do you know about Ice 9?
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice. That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
Who? Who's on the boat?
That woman?
Alice!
Alice?
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled.
Is this the mummy coffin that's supposedly cursed?
It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so low. Inside, they found a woman.
Wow.
Or, I guess you should say they found the dead body of a woman.
Dang. Alice just looks so dang beautiful right there. And she didn't even rot or anything. Dang.
Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw.
Of course.
And that was...
the girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually, but weeks passed and nothing happened. A month passed, and another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice.
All ice? I know I heard this term somewhere before. Door 1!
Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Alright, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Yeah, the owner of the Gigantic.
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship.
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. But nobody knows where. He died in 1931. And apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However,
what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
I'm guessing the Forest of Knowledge has to be like a library or something. Like, is there even a library aboard this ship? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me at this point.
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice. Huh.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
And luckily it just skipped us back to the cutscene part, and yeah, one of the keys unlocked, so maybe the same thing will happen if I pick before the door.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh?
Okay, skipping. Well, I think Clover needs a little bit of luck right now, so let's just give her the 4-leaf clover.
Oh, yeah. It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is. A 4-leaf clover. Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Was Santa involved in some sort of experiment? Because that's what he knew. Maybe.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
Promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Okay then, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Morphonetic fields.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks?
What?
Or the ship of Theseus? You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No.
No?
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
I would probably throw it away and get a new one, but for the sake of argument, let's just patch it up.
Well, I guess I'd patch it up, get some cloth, and close up the hole.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches, until eventually the original cloth of the sock is totally gone.
Whoa.
Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Probably not.
Well, that's tough. So, that's the Locke's socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. the ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus?
Hey, you got a point.
The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
John's head and heart are both his. But apart from those, and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die, and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long? How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
Sorry, Seven.
Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
No, it wasn't. We were just playing with the mannequins.
Haha.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick. Alright, I'm gonna open it now.
You don't need to keep...
And now the key slot's open. So I'm guessing we're gonna go straight to the chart room and check out the Pocket Watch cutscene.
Oh, pocket book.
Skipping. Well, there's not a problem, but...
That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. I'm a little desperate to send him back, quick. He has to leave.
Oh, I see. Of course. I apologize.
Skipping. Yeah, give him the Pocket Watch, and let's talk to Clover.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah, it's probably because of Snake, isn't it?
I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors. And if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Of course we know the truth, and that it was Ace alone.
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who, and who?
Why not who, and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Right?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Digital Rule 3. Okay, so there's the choices. Yeah, of course we had to know if it's Ace the Ninth Man, but unfortunately that's gone. Seven and Lotus, no. so it would have to be one that totals a 10, which unfortunately would be, well, Santa and 7, 3 and 7, that makes 10, plus the 2, that's 12. 1 plus 2, that opens up the door 3, unfortunately.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital route for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
What's wrong?
Well, I thought about it, and...
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities? Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course.
Okay, yeah,
Why'd you
so
need to ask that.
yeah, so let's get rid of all the ones with the 5.
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E.
Alright, so apparently Santa and Ace are killers now. Oh, we gotta get rid of June. We gotta get rid of June.
Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, Santa and 7 are in that one. So either way, Santa and 7 look like that they're part of this too.
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
And that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Oh, geez, really,
Have I-
Ace?
Interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Is now really the good time? Ah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Ah.
What did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
Okay, because we're in a new location right down there, I can't skip the cutscene.
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, stop.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Damn.
And of course, yeah, we got the pocket watch back, and there's the keys slot. So, let's view the 2 cutscenes over there to unlock the last 2 keys. First, the red file.
Looks like there's something on the cover. All ice. Alice. Does this mean... What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Skip, skip, skip.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck, library. Oh! Seven said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
Blah, 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 blah.
The Egyptian priestess, an Ice Nine. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster, they called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice, and she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
No.
Yes.
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that CAS thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind.
I honestly want to say at this point that because Ace was borrowing the pocket watch for something and left for a bit of time, I honestly want to say that he knew the combination, used the pocket watch, and probably killed the captain, most likely. That'll be my guess.
But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, this still won't work. We were only gone for 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer, that being the case. Who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
Interesting.
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge and the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
Alright, first key unlocked, and let's unlock the last key on this path.
Huh. Zero. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder.
Junpei, you gotta say, why did they do it?
I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a 0 bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. It almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me. Alright, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets? Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it. Here we go. Huh? Hey, it's the...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. Lord Hartley reaches Zero. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the exotic Mary's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Oh God. This man... He's dead, isn't he?
Huh?
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he almost looked like he was still alive.
Except for probably the eyes and the screaming mouth.
I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kind of has it better, you know? Dying from a bomb going off inside of you. I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something. There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm.
Oh, that's the good thing to say, Clover. That's the good thing to say, Clover.
And...
What did you just say?
Oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh?
And now Clover realizes it's not Snake.
What are you...
Thank you so much, Junpei.
And say goodbye any chance of that accenting. Good. Aww.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his. It isn't my brother.
Huh?
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is... I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
That's...
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody. I was angry, miserable. But because I had this four-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Huh?
What's Clover doing? Is she pacing?
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah, he did. Did I say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
In this experiment.
Subjects?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago. With my brother and me. But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group. So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa. Okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a second, okay? Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Yeah.
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The Nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the Nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany, and what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the Nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl. She was on the boat with my brother. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Oh, come on, Ace!
My apologies, I seem to have disturbed you. You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long. At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance.
Oh, come on, Ace.
Come on, it'll only take a moment.
Just when I'm about to find out something really important
We
here.
can talk about this later.
Oh my gosh.
Huh? Hey, wait.
Junpei,
I wanted to find out
what are you
who
doing
died
in there?
9
Hurry
years
up.
ago. Could be very important. Oh my gosh, Ace, really? Well, because of this, the path down here is now open, so we'll be able to go down there. Finally, thank God. Skipping the cutscene, skipping the cutscene.
A note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
Also, that's what Clover found during the gun ending.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover, what are you two doing? Hurry up.
Coming, Ace!
She's getting mad. I'll show it to you later, alright? Come on, we gotta hurry.
Yeah, since Clover now trusts us and is not on a crazy murder spree. Yeah, let's continue on and, yeah, let's continue on.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note.
Yeah, it does kind of look like she got the Zero bracelet as well.
Jeez, what are you thinking? For crying out loud.
Thankfully, I hope she didn't bring the axe.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up.
And skipping.
Jumpy! Clover!
What's up?
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay.
Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end. Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's
Coming.
go, Jumpy!
Yeah.
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us got into the elevator on the left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, we went down another hallway. It took us toward the bow, and eventually to the number 6 that you two found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another lock.
There was another locked door behind it, like usual, but this time we had to complete 2 different areas before we could unlock it.
Once we were through that door, there's another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stairs.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah,
So, where's the number 9 door?
over here. Follow me.
By the way, You know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus, what's their digital route?
9. It's 9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them. He said, we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
Is that so?
We're here.
So, is this...
Yeah.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right, let's get moving.
Oh, no way. The 9 door.
We're finally here. No doubt about it. This is door 9. Oh, finally! This is the last.
Junpei, look behind you.
Behind? What? Why? A door and a 9.
Another number 9 door.
Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? There's a red there too. That means... And of course it won't open. Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle. Do you really think that
How do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's gonna suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So if there are 2 number 9 doors, if we split it up right...
That's not gonna work. You've got a notebook and a pen, right? Can I borrow them?
Yeah, here.
And nobody even thought about going back up and getting Snake's bracelet or something? I mean, that could make it work so everybody could leave, right?
Look at this. You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit.
Yeah, but if you add Snake's bracelet to the equation, then yeah, we can all leave. And yet, nobody is coming back up and getting Snake's bracelet or something?
There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind.
yeah. No way.
Come to think of it. What is this room? It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind? Is that an altar? A coffin? No.
The coffins don't look identical. So I don't think that's Alice.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine, fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something.
Okay, you mean getting Snake's bracelet so we can all get out?
She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it. Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make...
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot? No, I'm completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied. Clover's right. There's gotta be a better way than this.
Doesn't make any sense.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Are you... agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone.
Alone? What do you mean by that?
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
What the hell are you...
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people.
What?
That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
What the heck are you saying, Santa?
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
3, 2, 1.
What the heck?
See? I told you.
What?
Huh? What? Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it!
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations! I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red. Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order. Right, fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
Ha! And of course, yeah, the gun's real.
He really shot it? But why? Santa, why are you... Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch! You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Santa.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
That's it. It's the only way. Please, go.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy! And so will Clover and Seven.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, Seven?
Right. You just leave it to us. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but...
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
No, no! You can't! Ace, Lotus, don't come over! Don't worry about me! Please!
Please. Go.
All right.
Fine.
All right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. bread doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
Fine.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. As soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Good. Go. Later.
Nobody's even gonna think about getting Snake's bracelet or something? Just me? Okay.
June.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
The coffin, of course!
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet!
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey! I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right!
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
It won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
I think June looked earlier and nope, no hint.
There's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
And if you didn't go through the gun ending, this is where the game would cut off, saying that you got the coffin ending. But since we had gone through the gun ending, we now get this bit of information. Truth had gone, truth had gone, truth had gone. Ah, now Truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Huh? What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
And of course, we remember the buttons right, left, right, left, right, left. One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those?
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. No way!
What?
Why are you...
Snake!
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well? Oh.
Jeez.
You're back!
Aww.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're really here!
come now. What's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though. You did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Idiot!
How can you not get teary-eyed at that?
I
Seriously?
see. I believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead. Correct. Yeah. You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed. But it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X.
Are you sure you can't call him Guy X or something?
Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me.
Yeah, Snake is kind of blind.
I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
And of course, Ace cut off at that point.
Conducted on this same ship 9, and a girl had died doing it. Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape.
Yeah, especially before the time limit's up.
Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
So you still have your bracelet on, right, Snake?
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
And was I the only one who figured that out, really?
Forget it, let's just get going. Alright, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
What?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7. Could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
Alright. That means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So? We knew that. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it.
Pretty obvious.
I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever.
Nope.
I knew it.
It ain't 0.
Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
Nope.
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Well, we did find out during the other timeline.
Let's find out.
So, let's see. Seven plus Junpei plus Cap.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Yep. There we go.
Hey, it opened! Had the door open!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
I'm just trying to figure out what O would be to get to 6. Let me see. O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, and the digital root of 15 is 6.
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is
9.
Wait a minute. So are you saying that there are 2 9 bracelets in this?
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake?
Well, I can certainly see somebody went through every single door with June in every single timeline. Yeah, Snake is the only one who's been with June the entire time, pretty much. So if we add 3 to June 6, that would be 9, so we had to take away 3. That means Santa is the real 0.
And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, then... If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yep, he's the real 0.
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
Oh, then that voice during the intercom, during the gun ending, that's saying that he lost. That might as well be Santa as well.
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the notary game this whole time.
Yeah, I think it kind of makes sense that Santa would probably be 0, the voice in the intercom during the gun ending, because other than June and Junpei, he was the only one on the ship. Pretty much.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0, if my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
Yeah, well, what about the 9th man, really? Honestly.
It's right there.
So there are 2 9 bracelets, huh?
Oh. All right, let's keep going.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
I was wondering where that planetary symbol was, because we seen the Mercury, we seen the Venus, we saw the Earth, we saw Mars, we saw Jupiter, we saw Saturn, and we saw Uranus. So this might as well be the last of the planetaries, although in my opinion there will always be the original 9 planets. Even if people do claim that Pluto is just a dwarf planet, not a real planet, I still consider it a planet. After all, isn't a dwarf planet still technically a planet? Just because it's dwarf doesn't mean it cancels out the planetary system entirely or something. At least that's what I think.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Yeah.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
Really?
This is the place.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Go
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. As he began a search for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Yeah, thought the puzzle rooms were over, didn't you? Nope. We still got the number 9 room puzzles to do. But unfortunately, this took a bit longer than I expected. So I'm gonna have to cut off the stream right now. Yeah, like I said, this took a bit longer than I thought, and yeah, I think the events in this game so far, it's definitely gonna take a lot longer than I had planned. So I might as well cut off the stream right here, and I think this seemed like a good place anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to continue the stream tomorrow, pretty much. So thank you all for watching. And I hope we can finally get out of this blasted ship once and for all alive. So, see you then.